Hello everyone, this is Varsha, studying in Computer Science Engineering, West Institution of Technology and Management, Shimoga. So today we shall learn about a new topic taken from the Module 4, that is emulator. In this video we shall learn about the introduction, that is what is emulator and what is emulations, and explanation with some of the examples and advantages and disadvantages. I referred the book The Computer Organization by Carl Hamacher. So let's begin with the video. So as soon as you heard the word emulator, the first thing that comes to your mind is, what is this emulator? So an emulator is a piece of hardware or software that enables one computer system to run programs that are written for another computer system. So what is that an emulation then? Emulation refers to the ability of the computer program or electronic device to imitate the another program or the electronic device. That means emulation is nothing but imitating, that's all. So now consider you have two systems, M1 and M2, and consider there is an instruction written for the system M1. So now you need to execute this instruction IO in this system M2. So for that you need to install some of the basic softwares for that. So that is what you called as emulators. That is what you called as emulator. When you install some of the emulator in this system M2, you can execute the instruction set I1 in this system M2. So now you can say that this M2 is executing the instruction set which is written for the system M1. So now you can easily say that M2 is mimicking which one? M1. So in nutshell, so when you need to execute the instruction set written for another system, you need to install emulator or the necessity programs or the software to run that instruction. That is what you call as emulation. Suppose we add the instruction repository of a given instruction M1 an entirely new set of instruction, that is in fact the instruction set of different computer M2. Programs written in the machine language of M2 can be run. The programs written in the machine language M2 can then be run on the computer M1. That is, M1 emulates M2. Emulation allows us to replace the obsolete equipment with the more up-to-date machines. If the replacement computer fully emulates the original one, then no software changes have to be made to run an existing programs. Emulation is the easiest when the machines involved have a similar architectures. So now, example, let's look at some of the example. So we play PUBG mobile phone, that is simple machine. But some of the games, but the same game can be played in a computer more up-to-date machine only when we install supporting software that is called as emulator in computer. We can play this game in the computer only when we install supporting software that is emulator in a computer. Here, computer is imitating the Android phone, and this process is called as emulation. Here the PUBG game is played. Here the PUBG game is played in the mobile phone. When we want to play the same game in the computer system, we can play that only when we install emulator. So we can say that here this whole system is imitating the cell phone. This computer with the supporting software, that is emulator, which is equal to cell phone. That's all. So here this computer and the emulator is imitating the cell phone. Example for such more examples. So let's look at some of the more example, that is Game Loop for PUBG, BlueStacks Play for Android. There are some of the advantages of using emulators there. They may be the most valuable when the application is in the very early stages of the software development lifecycle. In the most cases, emulators are open and free to download. They provide some basic analytics for your app performance. Let's look at some of the disadvantages of using emulators as well. So the software cannot emulate the battery issues, network connectivity and other real-time data, that is GPS, sensors, gestures and touch force, etc. It cannot emulate the performance of an app in terms of incoming calls, SMS, etc. There is no way to check the color or contrast of the display under different weather conditions. Touchscreen issues cannot be emulated either. Not all the mobile apps can be tested on emulators. So the videos. I hope you understood the videos and my explanation. Thank you so much.